What will you be when you grow up? What job would you like? I'm sure you've been asked that question many times, or if you haven't been, you will be asked that question soon. Your answer might be a doctor, maybe a truck driver, a teacher, a farmer. The list is endless. But did you know there is one job you're going to have that everyone who lives in this country has? And that is the job of being a good citizen. When you study civics and government in your classes, you are learning how to become a good citizen. Good citizens vote. Voting is where we select the people who we are going to have represent us. That means they speak for us. And they do this in all levels of government. So you might be voting for a city council person or a member of the school board, and that's local government. You might be voting for a member of the Minnesota State Legislature, and that's state government. Or you could be voting for a member of Congress or the president, and that's the federal government. Good citizens also work to solve public problems. But what do people need to know to be good at their job as a citizen? Again, that's what you learn when you study civics and government in your courses. Now, you might think, I don't need to know all this stuff because I don't plan to be president. But did you ever think that you might want to run for student council? Or maybe the school board when you grow up? Or mayor of your city? And of course, you want to be a good citizen. All of these jobs require that you know how government works, because government can help you solve your problems. Now, I have a story about middle school students who decided that they needed a stop sign. They needed a stop sign because of road construction nearby that was causing a lot of congestion in the traffic around their school. So they decided, we're going to get a stop sign. And they learned who they needed to talk to, who's the person who decides whether there's a stop sign or not, who's the person that decides if who's the person that decides if there will be a stop sign or not. They researched how much it would cost, what were the other kinds of implications of adding a stop sign, and in the end, they got their new stop sign. Now, we're talking about what a good citizen does, and we're talking about what elected officials perhaps do. What other kinds of jobs are there? What if you really like studying government? What can you do for a job? Especially if you don't want to run for office. Not everybody wants to be an elected official. There are people who work in this area. For example, we mentioned elected officials, that's the obvious one, but they have staff. And the staff do the research. They talk to people who would be impacted by a change in the law, and then they come and recommend something to the legislator they work for. We also have lobbyists. Lobbyists are people who really know how government works. They know how to get things done, and they take that knowledge and they put it to a task. They put it to a passion around an issue or a cause. They might be part of their job to help their employer. The cause might be clean water. It might be lower taxes. It could be improved education. It might be healthcare reform. Lobbyists talk to legislators. They try to persuade them to agree with their ideas. They talk to other people and try to get those people to talk to legislators so that they can get them to agree with the ideas. After this has gone on, the elected officials, the legislators or the members of Congress, then actually vote. But there are more people who have jobs in the government. News reporters, people who take down notes and put it on the evening news or put it in a newspaper and it's online. That's because we can't all get to these meetings, so we rely on news reporters to tell us what happened at the meetings. There are lawyers and judges, and there are many more. If you doubt you have a job to do, just go to the state capitol, where some of this work takes place. Look around. You will see professionals. They're doing their job. They're doing what they're paid to do. They're lawyers and lobbyists and staff. And generally speaking, they are dressed up. You'll see them in suits. But I urge you to look a little further, because you're going to see people of all ages, including people as young as you, in t-shirts and twin shirts and sweatshirts and jeans. And they're all there because they care about a cause and they've carved out time to come to the Capitol and talk with their legislators. Our system of government needs everyone. You can choose a career in government, but you don't have to. But you also have an important job to do, even if you don't. It is the job of citizens. So get informed and get involved.